Hello, 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 all my machine heads, and welcome back to Meadow Farm Extended, where we are left off, and we are where we left off last. We had finished liming, and now we are getting ready to fertilize again, and then if we have time, we're going to cultivate. Dun, dun, dun. Let's head up to our fields, and let's get started with some fertilizer. Welcome everyone to the Realistic Farming channel for Farming Simulator 19, where we use our real tractors, we use our real equipment, we have our realistic tutorials, and we have a real lot of fun. Welcome back, everybody. I want to apologize first and foremost for the lack of video yesterday. We had a storm hit us, aka a nor'easter hit us, and we took on a lot of rain, and my basement flooded. So I spent the better part of the entire day draining my basement out. So the funds of owning a farmhouse, I guess. So that was why I didn't drop a video yesterday. So my apologies for that, but I'm sure you guys all understand. It's you know, when your basement's got 4 foot of water in it, and you're like, what do I do here? So that was more important than, I mean, it's all important, don't get me wrong, but it was important to me to get my basement drained out, and it's still not drained. I've drained it about 6 hours total, but we're on our way. Let's get back to the real world here called Farm Sim Meadow Farm. First of all, thank you all for watching all of my videos. It makes me happy that you guys are interactive. One of the viewers and subscribers recommended that I switch to 3-day seasons because they said that they played 3-day seasons to represent a month, and I should have thought ahead and played that way anyways, because we are playing real time. So if we were playing 6-day seasons, I mean, if we were in the beginning of Fs19, I could do that, but since we're at the end, and plus we want to start getting ready for 3-day seasons because that's what's in Fs22. I've also had several requests from personal friends of mine, and you guys know who you are. Vic, I want to give you a shout out, the moderator over at G&G Modding. He asked me if I'm going to continue to put out Farm Sim 19 videos, and I think for a little while, I think I will. I think I will continue to do that for just a little while, and then we'll see how fast Farm Sim 22 sets off. But I'm definitely going to do Farm Sim 22 videos as well, right off the bat, just so we can get rocking and rolling with that. But I'm going to do it for probably the better part of a month and see where we go from there. So, I mean, this series isn't going to end. All right, so we've got 71% in here. And remember, this goes a long ways, so chances are it'll probably be enough to finish both fields. Well, that's where we're at, and other than that, I'm doing great. How's everybody doing today? How's your farms going on your Farm Sim 19s? We also had a winner of the trivia question. The question was, "I'll make you famous, Bob," and it is off Young Guns, the movie, and I think that's early 90s, like 90 or 91. So some of my younger viewers they weren't alive when that happened. But it has Emilio Estevez said it, and his dad is Martin Sheen. He's a famous actor as well, and his brother Charlie Sheen played in the movie with him. And it was the scene where he gets arrested, and Bob Ollinger decides to let him go to the bathroom, and when he's coming back up, he steals his gun and then proceeds to say, "I'll make you famous, Bob," and then shoots him. So for that person, I will be getting personally with them and asking which field they would like. And of the field, well, you can pick any field you want, I guess, on the map. And we'll go from there. Maybe a while before I purchase it, because I got to save some money for the fertilizer or the what's it, harvester yet still. Seed, we bought the seeder, I think, right? No, or did we not? I don't remember. But this way we can hopefully, when we get done with fertilizing both of these fields and then cultivating them, it'll be ready to just seed. That's the other reason I switched to 3-day seasons, because then at the end of today, and it is 4:30 in the afternoon, at the end of today, it will be mid-spring, so the temperature should start raising quite a bit, quite fast. But that was a great idea. There, I'm going to tilt that down just a little bit so I can see, because I was running blind there for a while. As you guys can see, I'm still trying to use my steering wheel as much as I possibly can so that we can use the immersive. There, I got to come up a little bit, camera. So let's see, what trivia can we do? Shall we stay in the 90s, or shall we move along a little more? Are you guys getting excited for Farm Sim 22? I am. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting excited about it. Downloaded, bought NBA 2K22 today. Just a gamer at heart, I guess. So I'm gonna be trying that a little bit later. It's 11:15 at night for me, so it is a late run tonight. It was a long day yesterday. I don't know where this weather's coming from everybody from California straight across the United States to Florida to, I mean, we had like the most hurricanes in history this year. I don't know what's going on with the weather, but you know, I mean, I'm assuming it's got a lot to do with pollution and stuff that we're putting in the air, which is fine. I mean, it's not fine. Let me word that correctly. But I'm not a political channel, nor will I be a political channel, so I'm not going to get involved with that. So we'll keep all of our, what do you call it, their opinions to ourselves as far as that goes. So please, you know, if you've got an opinion on politics, let's keep it out of the channel as a little respect to me, because I don't want my Farm Sim videos being used for that. Our Farm Sim is to play Farm Sim and chill and not get into politics and not get into that stuff. So, but anyways, it's just some weird stuff going on with the weather, and I don't know what needs to be done to fix it, but something needs to be done, because this is, you know, I was watching, looking it up. You guys know I'm a history buff, so I was looking up storms and stuff over the last 200 years. And I'll tell you, Germany, they had an entire town wiped out completely with a flood. And it's just like, you think to yourself, oh, wow, those poor people. So, you know, that's the extent of my worry. But you guys know, I worry about all of you. I worry about every people on the planet, because we're all on this rock together. We're all doing this together. But enough of that. Let's get back to Farm Sim. So let's take a look at our field on the map. Yep. Okay, but it's still not as dark as this. So this is only second level. So once we cultivate it in, we're going to have to fertilize it again, and then it'll be this. Oh. But it would make sense that would happen like that. You know, because we plowed it. It's a brand new field. See, I mean, look at the difference in fertilizer use from lime use. I've done 2.5 headlands, and I've only used 10%. So what a difference. But then as soon as we get all these fields set up, like I told you guys last episode, I want to get down to the store with our trailer, with our telehandler, and start loading up on some pallets while we're waiting to plant. While we're waiting to seed. I was playing Truck Sim today, and it was for about an hour. That's all I had time to do today with everything going on. And I'll tell you, they're on update 1.42 now already. And I'll tell you something, a lot of games out there should take notice because, let's do that. There we go. Come up a little bit. Because they're smart. Because they've made a game that's 9, 10, 11 years old now, or whatever it is now. I don't know the exact date. And they just keep updating it. They're so super smart. I wish Farm Sim would do that. You know, just pick one game and just keep updating it. Oh, I got to go back. Sorry. Got talking, and I missed a whole bunch. I don't want this to be like the other field where we got all the way done and had to drive around it to get all our pieces. But yeah, I was having a blast with it because now they have it set up where you can do convoys and stuff with your friends. You could do that before, but you had to download a multiplayer mod. Now it's all included in the game. And it's super smart. See if we can do this again the right way. I think so. Anyways, like I said, I think it's super smart that companies do that. I understand. It's like that's been always one of my pet peeves, like with Madden and 2K, is that every single year they come out with a new game, and it's like, has it really changed that much? But here you've got American Truck Simulator that's, like I said, 9, 10 years old, and just updates it. It's the same core game, but the graphics have changed, the lighting has changed, basically, to me, from when it started, the entire game has, changed. And it's just fresh and new, and something as little as letting you go on, like, you can pick your convoy now and go out with a bunch of friends, up to 8 friends. And you can all take the same load to a certain place, or you can each take different loads all over the map, and you can communicate with each other about where you're at and what's going on. And it's great. I wish Farm Sim was like that. As far, and then they also incorporated mods into the game too. So it's you can have mods when you get onto a server, and then the other people have to have the same mods, kind of like Farm Sim does. Like if I loaded up a multiplayer, the people playing on the map would have to have the same mods as me. And that makes sense, because I'm the one hosting it. That makes a whole lot of sense to me. Now, the other thing I wanted to ask you guys is, would you guys be interested? Now, you guys already know what my plans are for the Fs19s. I want to start streaming and stuff. Would you guys be interested in, because you know how a new game's going to come out, and a bunch of mods are going to drop right away because people are going to port over their mods, port over their maps. Like this original Meadow Grove was FS, I'm not quite sure if it was 15, but I do know it was 17 because I played it. I don't remember seeing it on 15 though. It might have been. I'll have to ask around. But they'll port over their maps, they'll port over their mods. But the new mods, like the new brand new mods with the brand new system, won't probably be out for a little while. So my question to you guys is, would you be interested if I started a vanilla, whatever the vanilla game comes out of Farming Simulator 22. Started a multiplayer server so that we can all play together and maybe do a let's play with everybody, like have a contest maybe. I don't know. We can work something out where we can have different people each time, or have a sign up and you can have your, like, how cool would it be to be able to have multi people playing on the map at the same time and doing different things. And I think it'd be great. I mean, I love multiplayer anyways, but I mostly play it off camera because a lot of the people that I play with don't want to be on camera. They don't want to have their voices had. So we just go in Discord and talk, or we type on the screen, one of the two. The other thing is, too, is I noticed that a lot of Farm Sim channels out there, when you want to join a multiplayer, they make you do Discord. I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair to people where they only allow talking. I think that they should allow people to come on without Discord and just type on the screen. Not everybody has mics and cameras and things that they want to play, and not everybody wants to have their voice on camera. I have a lot of people that are friends of mine that we play multiplayer all the time, or used to until recently. Now that Farm Sim 22 is getting ready to drop, not everybody wants to play as much as they used to, but they come on and they don't want their voice on. They don't want to be heard. They just want to come on and play the game with me. And the way that 19 set it up, as you all know, you can type on the screen and you can see. I think that's great. Because if you're driving a tractor and stuff on the field and stuff, it doesn't really matter. They're going to see your name, but they won't hear you talk and they won't hear you, So what do you guys think? Is that something that you guys would be interested in joining me? And it will be at first shut that off. It'll be a vanilla one at first, so that nobody has to worry about mods. Nobody has to worry about getting the right one. Now, once the mods, oops, should have turned the camera. Once the mods start dropping for it, I think that we can get together as a team and play it. Which mods do you guys want? And go from there, and then we can all download the mods together, like one or two at a time, or one or two every day. I was playing with a buddy of mine who's not a YouTuber or anything like that, and he had like 1,000 mods, and I had to go through and download all the ones I didn't have just to play online with him. And I just think that's, I don't know, it's great. See, I mean, it makes sense because you all have to have the same mods to match up, so that it would be a huge conflict. So it does make sense, but I think part of it should be, if you're going to play multiplayer, it should be almost borderline vanilla games, so you can just go on and play. But I do see the need for mods. I really do. I love them. As you can see, one of the tractor I'm using right now is a mod. Or make it to where the only mods you can use for multiplayer are on the website, farmingsimulator.com website. So somebody's going, like, if you go to download all the mods that somebody has, they go one spot. But modders like myself and people who make mods and people who do mods, we go all over to get mods. We get them from everywhere. So I feel bad sometimes having people play with me and they've got to chase down the mod that I have, and then the worst thing is, me being older, I have to remember where the heck I got it from. It's like, no, that's not my brain cells working. So we'll work something out. But if you guys want to, if you're into that sort of thing, we won't have a Discord or anything like that. We'll just have a vanilla game, and we'll play. And if we have a big enough map where we can do multi-farms on it, I don't have any clue what the building is going to be like, what the terraforming is going to be like. I'm hoping that they just keep all that, because that's what draws me to 19. Because I can tell you right now, this is just my my opinion. Oh, by the way, this field is done. Been talking away for 20 minutes. Let's head down to the other field. My philosophy on it is, if they don't fix, like if they don't bring terraforming, and like 17 didn't have terraforming and didn't have the ability to place buildings. You could put the place anywhere mod, but it had to be completely flat area, and not every map is flat, and not everybody wants it. So if they don't bring the build your own farm into it, I will probably continue to play 19, because that's what makes it. You know, the whole thing of making it your own. That's great. Now, we used only 20% to fertilize that whole field. That's awesome. So I'm hoping this field down here will take just about 20%. That's what I'm hoping. Because we got 47% and we're at 10 minutes to 5. So we got about another hour, and then we'll go on to bed for the night and wake up tomorrow, and should be a level of grass. So we can technically go buy our mowing stuff and start getting some silage bales and things like that going. All right. Perfect. Double check that that's unfolded and back her up a little bit. And we're going to go do some headlands, which normally you wouldn't, but I'm cultivating anyways, so driving over these furrows isn't the end of the world because I'm cultivating anyways. But I'm really, really, really glad that you guys are loving this series. I sure as heck am. I'm enjoying making it. It's my wife always asks me, she's like, "Oh, I've just noticed a difference in you lately. You're getting excited to play, and you're jumping all over. You were getting kind of burned out." And it was the truth. I was getting burned out. But now that this map has come along, I am absolutely loving it. But I'm glad that somebody finally felt the same way I did. I was kind of like frustrated there for a while. Remember how I told you guys like in episode 1 or 2 about the scales and stuff? Like, you know, you shouldn't be able to harvest a field in an hour. It should take forever. So that's why I explained to you guys why I changed the speeds and stuff, because if you look, we're literally, what are we, like 15, 20 episodes into this thing now? I think this is like 15 or 16. I'm not quite sure. It just all blends together for me sometimes. But 15 episodes at a half an hour a piece. All right. And turn it around here. A little bit more. So that's quite a few hours of play. Well, you started playing at 6 this morning. That's almost 12 full hours. And we don't even have 2 fields yet done and seeded. We've still got to cultivate this field, cultivate the next field, and then we have 3 fields ready to go. But it took us 12 full hours to do it in game. So the other reason I switched to 3-day seasons was because if you look at reality, that would have been, to get these 3 fields ready would be almost a month. Because 3-day seasons, 3-day seasons equal just about a month per season. So you pushing the wrong button. He's like, why isn't my camera moving? So realistically, like if spring is in like March, and so then you would a month would go by and spring would be in April. Mid-spring be April and May. You'd start getting mid-spring would be 50s and 60s, 70s outside sometimes. And then it would be June and July for late spring. Well, it'd be June. Yeah, a month. So March, and then April, and then May would be late spring. Now early summer would be June. Midsummer would be July. Late summer would be August. So it works out. So it's so much better, and I think I'm going to do that plus it'll get us used to it for 22 coming out. All right, so we got a choice here. We can go up and square this up, which I think I will. I think when I come down around, I'll go a second headland on this and get going here. All right. But that's just, you know, my couple of my gaming opinions, and like I said, they're only opinions. They're absolutely mean absolutely nothing in the real world. They're just my opinions. And that's it. But yeah, I was telling you guys, my wife is super noticing the difference in how fast I want to get on here and record. And, it's great. And that's all you guys. That's 100,000 million percent. Dr. Evil. You guys is doing. I've seen a resurgence, and I've seen everybody excited and commenting and loving it. Oh, it's great. Great. So make sure you guys are liking, subscribing, hitting the little ding notification bell. Make sure you guys are telling a friend. As we got to get this channel going, so that I have such big plans. I really do. We got so much to look forward to for Fs19 and possibly even possibly Fs19 continuing. You know what's going to be funny? I'm going to take a bet with everybody. How many times did I do my little speech in the beginning, where, you know, we talk about the realistic farming channel, all that stuff. I wonder how many times I'm going to say 19 before I realize that I'm not on 19 anymore. That's just funny, because it's probably going to happen. At least I can hear people in the comments now going, Fury, this is Fs19. And that's fine. People who know me know I have a sense of humor. All right, we'll wrap this bad boy up here in a few minutes. As you see, I'm starting to slowly get used to using just the steering wheel. We'll keep coming down here and squaring this up. Ooh. All right, so we're going to go straight down here. Square this bad boy up. Oh no, I didn't turn. Keep my steering wheel straight. Oh, that, let you guys know, you see on the bottom of the screen, right by the steering wheel, where it says Ford 8340 tuned, the Sewer SB, that's my fertilizer, or the Lizard 400 is my fertilizer, the SB 700 is my weight. What that is that's a mod from the in-game mod hub that tells you, whoops, wrong way. It tells you your wear and tear on your equipment, and you can move it anywhere you want on the screen. So I put it right there because it's not in the way. It's right. It's kind of like not. I don't even notice it half the time, and then I just happen to look down and see it. But what it does is it gives you a chance to be able to tell your wear and tear on your equipment, so you can fix them when it gets below a certain point. And if you guys notice, I try to keep mine in the 90s. I try to keep it right around 90%. I wash the tractors pretty much after every use. But some people don't pay attention. You know, I gotta do a whisper, virtual farmer. His tractors have got like so much dirt and so much on it, and that's fine. He plays the way he plays. I'm not here to tell people how to play the game. They can play it any way they want, and I still watch his videos. So shout out to him. He puts out some great content. But I find myself getting frustrated saying, dude, wash your tractors, put some fuel in them. And my real good buddy Raznick. Oh, we pick on him all the time because he constantly doesn't put fuel in his tractors. He's running that stuff dry half the time, and poor Sammy boy, he just gets on him. So Raz does this stream when he live streams, and Sammy boy comes on and breaks his tractor down for him, and so he has to fix it. It's great. I love those guys, each and every one of them. But we're going to wrap that up right now. As you guys can see, we fertilized the last field up there. Look at the dirt. Oh, it's loving it. And we're almost done with this. We'll be finished with this the next episode, and then we get to pull the cultivator out, cultivate each one. Oh, now this one we won't. We just cultivate it, and then it's ready to seed. See how dark it is? So we can cultivate this next, and it's done. So then 18 and 20 will be ready. And we come up here, we cultivate this, fertilize 14 again, and then we'll be ready for seed there, and seed there. Tomorrow, when we finish and we get into a growth stage, we'll be able to come and fertilize this again, 15, and then we can mow it actually, because it'll be the first growth stage. See how it's not really growing? I mean, I could mow this if I wanted right now, but I'm not getting hardly anything off of it. So the next day we'll get a growth stage. But we'll judge that because we're going to have to buy some equipment and stuff. All right. Shh, Fury, you got to be quiet once in a while and finish your videos. Otherwise, you'll be talking all night. Hey, our balloon. Sweet. All right, everyone. As usual, as we finish every single video, look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for your family. Make sure you guys are liking and enjoying the day, the night, the weekend. I'll slow down a little bit. Whenever you're watching this, please, just enjoy that. That's what it's about. Please make sure you guys like, subscribe, hit the little ding bell, notification bell, so you know when I drop a video. Even though, I try to drop one 7 days a week unless something happens. And without further ado, let's wrap this up. I'll catch every single one of you guys on the flip side.